right up there is where we've taken you sailing before, Muskegon Lake.
We're going right in front of the runway right now.
Yep. That's why I'm looking here. We have nobody at Grand Haven. Plus, we're being watched on radar by flight control.
72 Delta. The airport is southwest of you, about 5 miles.
So, look how hazy it's going to be flying back. It's like, where's the airport? Where? Daryl and I were flying back once when he was about your age in the Cessna 150, and we didn't have all the whiz-bang avionics that we have now. And I knew Greenville was out there somewhere. I just had to kind of find it. So I was
72 Delta, Roger. It appears that there might be one in the pattern as well, and if you can remain on that code, change to advisory.
I had to fly by what's called pilotage. Pilotage is when you fly based upon a map and what you see on the ground, like crossing freeways, crossing lakes, crossing. So just by pilot.
Roger. Frequency changes approved.
Because we didn't have a GPS yet.
Yeah, you were flying with your feet and going,
Oh yeah, I had the map out and you're kind of going, I think that's where we're... Now look over here. I'm going to turn the plane. Can you see the dirt, the mud line coming out of the Grand? Can you see it?
Yep.
So that's the mud coming out of the Grand River. So that's from poor soil practices, of farmers and whatnot, and erosion. And that's not good for the ecology, obviously.
Yeah, I can see the river is like, darker right there.
Departure radar contact. Climb maintain VFR 3000.
When she talks, we have to make sure she's not talking to us because we're in a controlled airspace now. See this? We're inside the pink circle. So we just have to make sure she's not talking to us.
Yeah. I can see, like, there's this line where the river's flowing out, then it goes junk everywhere.
Yep, that should be squeaky clean. Muskegon Airport, you see their east-west runway. And if you come in here on your, look at this, you can enlarge it. So we're flying over this way.
That's way bigger.
Yeah, real planes land there. It's a Class D airspace. So Grand Rapids is Class C. Detroit, LA would be Class B. So this is the lowest airport that has a tower. It's a wannabe airport, but they fly, real jets come in here. If your parents will ever let us, I'll fly you out here at night. This is really cool because the lighting system they have runway N-way lights that have arrows that they strobe and point you to the airport.
Now are we turning back?
And once we go past Muskegon Lake, we're going to turn back. So you can match up the runways here, right? So you can see them on the ground now. Yeah, when I learned to fly, none of this cool stuff, man. You just had a map in your hand and your compass up here, and you hope for the best. And it's harder in Michigan than you'd think because we have so many lakes. You just don't really know, which lake you're looking at. If you get some that have a unique shape to them. Now at night when you're flying, look right here, see Muskegon in yellow? That's what it would look like at night. That's what the city, when it's illuminated at night, looks like. That's why the yellow is there. So if you're trying to identify a city at night, you go, oh, there's supposed to be a break in the lighting between the two pieces of the city. That, of course, would be the lake. Oh, that's it. This is Muskegon. When you're not even thinking about it, you're nailing this. You're keeping on course and the right altitude. That's just called flying. You've been flying, not me. Yeah. Now you're starting to turn it. Now you're thinking about it. You were flying the plane. We don't want to bust 3,500 feet, though. We don't want them to scramble the F-18s. So let's stay out along the shoreline here until we clear the lake. We're going to go over the Muskegon Channel, so go west a little bit. These are all cirrus clouds. The wispy clouds, friendly.
Yeah.
If they rain on us, it's friendly rain. It's
61994, Great Lakes approach, Roger.
It's cumulus rain you don't want to be in because that comes down and with wind, forcefully, updrafts, cirrus rain shadows. Yeah, he just washes the plane. That tiny lake right there is Bear Lake. A couple sailboats out there. How's our oil pressure? Looking good. Oil temperature looking good. Still have fuel. Yep.
Oil pressure is almost to 100.
I know, it runs high. It's okay, but that's just the way the gauge. Don't turn yet. You go past the lake before you turn. So turn west again, because we'll cut into Muskegon airspace. We don't want to be too close to their runway. They're kind of tolerating us right now. So I'm going to put in their new destination here, which is going to be Lowell. So those will be your new numbers here in a second, once we make our turn.
What?
So that bearing is where you want to go, track is what you're currently doing. Look up ahead, see the White River coming in there?
Okay, so right when I get off this lake, I can turn.
Golf Echo, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles southbound, 2,700 indicated climbing, additional traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles, maneuvering 3,500 indicated. Golf Echo, Roger, that target now 11 o'clock and a mile and a half, 2,800 indicated southbound. I'm going to guess it's a Sierra.
Don't make our turn till I can tell her. I'm waiting for her to be quiet. Lakes approach, Skyhawk 7259 Quebec, turning east to VFR 24 Charlie.
Skyhawk 7259 Quebec, Roger.
You can make your turn.